Let's get one thing straight. The US-China air race isn't about who has the flashiest jet. The real contest is invisible, a battle of innovation, strategy, and secrets. America's edge? It's not just about having weapons, but about having ones the enemy can't see or stop. This is a high-stakes chess match, not a simple showdown. China's military has grown rapidly, but it's missing a game-changer, a true long-range stealth bomber. Enter the B-21 Raider. This isn't just another plane, it's a ghost, designed to slip past defenses and threaten what China values most. The B-21 forces Beijing to rethink its entire security strategy. When you hear about US-China tensions, look past the headlines. The real story is the growing technological gap, not just in numbers, but in capability. The B-21 Raider is the symbol of that gap. It's a leap in innovation that China, despite its resources, hasn't matched. This single fact could define global power for decades. The stakes? They couldn't be higher. America's advantage isn't just in what it builds, but in what it can do that others can't even see coming. The B-21 isn't about brute force, it's about rewriting the rules. China's fortress looks strong, but the B-21 is the key that slips through the cracks. This is the real fight, not in the sky, but in the shadows. The world's balance of power may depend on who wins it. The B-21 is America's move, and right now it's checkmate. The future of air dominance is being decided, quietly, invisibly, and with stakes higher than ever. Watch closely. The real battle is just beginning. To see why the B-21 matters, rewind to the Cold War. Back then, bombers like the B-52 weren't just war machines, they were symbols of power and deterrence. The doctrine was simple: attack us, and our bombers will ensure mutual destruction. These planes kept the peace by making war unwinnable. But times changed. The Soviet Union fell, and bombers seemed outdated, until new threats emerged. Precision strikes, rapid response, and global reach became the new mission. Bombers evolved from nuclear deterrence to tools of influence and control. China watched and learned, seeing how US bombers shaped conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. They realized, to be a true power, you need bombers that can reach far and strike hard. This sparked China's push to modernize its air force. But building a bomber is hard. Building a stealth bomber is a different league. America's decades of experience gave it a head start. China's challenge isn't just catching up, it's mastering a technology that took the US generations to perfect. The bomber's shadow still looms large. In the race for air dominance, it's not just about having a bomber, it's about having the right one. The B-21 is the latest evolution of that legacy. It's not just a weapon, it's a message. The world is watching who can project power and who can't. The B-21 is America's answer to that question. And for now, it's an answer China can't match. The shadow of the bomber still shapes the future. America's bomber fleet is legendary, but aging. The B-52s are older than many of their pilots, and the B-1s are costly to keep flying. The B-2 is a marvel, but there are only about 20. Meanwhile, adversaries like China have built powerful air defenses, radars, missiles, and advanced jets. Their goal make it too risky for US bombers to get close. America's old bombers are now big, easy targets. Even the B-2 was built for a different era, not today's dense digital defenses. The strategic balance was shifting. For the first time in decades, America's global reach was in doubt. The Pentagon needed a new answer, not just an upgrade, but a leap forward. The next bomber had to be stealthier, smarter, and cheaper to operate. It needed to slip through the world's toughest defenses, especially China's. The pressure was on: get it right, or risk losing air dominance. The solution had to be built in secret. The future of American power depended on it. The B-21 was born from this urgency. It's not just a new plane, it's a new era. The world's most advanced bomber was about to take flight, and it couldn't come soon enough. China's main bomber, the H-6, is based on a 1950s Soviet design. Despite upgrades, it's slow, non-stealthy, and limited in range. In a modern conflict, it wouldn't survive against advanced defenses. China keeps flying it because it's all they have for long-range missions. It's useful for regional intimidation, but not a real threat to the US mainland. China knows the H-6's limits, that's why they're developing the H-20, a stealth bomber meant to rival America's B-2 and B-21, but building true stealth is incredibly hard. It's not just about copying a shape, it's about mastering materials, coatings, and software. So far, China's H-20 exists only in models and images. The real thing hasn't appeared. Meanwhile, the B-21 is already flying. The gap isn't closing, it's growing. America's lead in stealth bombers remains secure. For China, the H-6 is a stopgap. The real race is just beginning. While China worked on the H-20, America built the B-21 in near total secrecy. Northrop Grumman used digital engineering to design and test the plane virtually, saving time and money. The B-21 isn't just a smaller B-2, it's a new generation built for adaptability. Its open architecture means it can be upgraded like a smartphone, not replaced. Stealth is just the start. It's packed with advanced electronic warfare and reduced thermal signature. The goals stay invisible to today's and tomorrow's defenses. When the B-21 was unveiled in 2023, it proved America's edge wasn't history. It was reality. While others talk about stealth bombers, the US is already flying one. The B-21 is more than a plane, it's a statement of strategic vision, and it's a vision China is still chasing. The B-21 isn't just a bomber, it's a flying command center. It can penetrate deep into enemy territory, gather intelligence, and share data in real time. Imagine a B-21 mapping enemy defenses and sending that info to F-35s and drones all undetected. It's the quarterback of the future battlefield, fusing data and directing attacks. China's military isn't as integrated. They can't match this level of coordination. The B-21 can operate with or without a pilot, loitering over hostile territory as the eyes and ears of the force. It's a weapon of information as much as destruction. You can't shoot what you can't see, or jam what you can't detect. The B-21 turns China's fortress into a house of cards. It doesn't need to break down the walls, just pull the right card. This is the new face of air power. The B-21 changes the rules of engagement, and for now, America holds the advantage. The B-21 doesn't just keep America ahead, it widens the gap. China's defensive shield is now vulnerable, no target is truly safe. This forces Beijing to rethink its strategy and spend more on uncertain countermeasures. The B-21's presence deters aggression and reassures US allies. It's a visible sign of American commitment and capability. In geopolitics, perception is power. The B-21 signals enduring US superiority. America isn't declining, it's innovating. The world sees it, and so does China. The B-21 comes with a massive price tag, hundreds of billions over decades. Critics question if it's worth it, especially with pressing domestic needs, but supporters argue the cost of not building it could be far greater. Deterrence saves money and lives by preventing war. The B-21 is an investment in global security and US credibility. It's the price of being a superpower. The debate will continue, as it should. But for now, America is willing to pay. Losing the edge would cost far more. The B-21 is the bet on the future. The B-21 has reset the board, but the race isn't over. China will keep pushing, and the arms race will move into new domains: space, cyber, AI. The next contest may be about smarter, not just stealthier bombers. The B-21's open architecture is America's first move in this new game. The real advantage is innovation and the will to stay ahead. Can the US keep that edge as the race accelerates? The answer will shape global power for decades. The B-21 is a marvel, but it's also a reminder peace and superiority must be earned, not assumed. The world is watching the next chapter unfold. Is America ready to run and win the next race?